Hi, how are you?
I was just checking my face, and that's when you came. Now I'm a little embarrassed. Whatever. Let's start. Hello, everybody. My name is Sakshma Srivastav, and I hope that all of you are doing well. My guest today is an extremely popular young musician, particularly loved by the ladies. He has over 11 million followers on Instagram, and at a very young age has already contributed some very unforgettable, beautiful music to the Indian music industry. Please welcome back Armaan Malik. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good. Just taking in all the craziness that's happening with the new release.
With the new release, Oh, yes, we have to talk about that. But you know, Armaan, I have to tell you this before we talk about the song. I had
Yeah.
no idea you are such a big fan of EXO Kai because I had him on the show on Christmas and your fans were spamming me saying, "Oh my god, Armaan loves him. Armaan loves him." Like, I think as much messages I got from Kai fans, I got from your fans. They were just happy that an artist that you like was on the show. That's some real love from your fans. I
I
was really
also I
impressed.
noticed him on your show and I was like, wow, that's amazing because I don't think EXO members have ever done anything before in India, right?
No, they have been to India actually once, a few members, but never like a video interview. So I was really happy that your fans are so happy for you that I was like, wow, that's some level of love. Now we're gonna talk about your song. I was just watching it, like I woke up, I saw the video, then I saw it again. I probably saw it 4 or 5 times because it's so addicting and beautifully shot. So tell us about the story that you're trying to tell through the lyrics and the music video. Tell us everything.
I think You is a very warm and fuzzy song. It basically talks about how everyone has that one person that they consider as their person, and it's essentially that feeling. Expressing that I have this one person in my life, and I feel like I'm blessed to have that person in my life. So it talks about that feeling, and I think a lot of people can relate with that feeling.
Yeah.
Everyone in the world at some point or the other has had that one person that they feel is their person, and they're you. So so the song is about that. And what better place to shoot than in Paris, which
City of
is
Love.
the city of love, the capital of
Yeah.
love. We kind of didn't think we would go to Paris to shoot it. It just so happened. It was just, I would say, these things happen. It's all divine energy. Honestly,
Manifesting. I also believe in that.
I believe a lot in that, and I feel like, certain things just work out the way they
Yeah.
have to because it's meant to work out that way. And this is what happened with the You music video. I think I was called to Paris, and we had to
For this?
for this song. So it's turned out really
Oh.
beautiful, and the entire crew, was really amazing, and we shot it in one day. That's it. The planning happened a day prior.
One day?
Yeah, this whole
That is
shoot
insane.
happened in one day. Like we started very early in the morning and wrapped up probably at like 11 in the night. And we shot all across the city. I've always been very, very creatively involved in all the songs that I put out. Be it the songwriting or the production, I'm always hands-on with my music.
You mentioned just that, you're very involved in the creative process at every step of your projects, and you have given the world some of the greatest hits and unforgettable songs, but not every song works that well, but the hard work is equal in all the projects. So when you work really hard on something and it doesn't connect with the audience and doesn't resonate, is that heartbreaking as an artist?
Yeah, I mean, it can be heartbreaking. I mean, we give all our songs our 100%.
Yeah.
But there are certain songs that you have a lot of like confidence and belief in, and if that doesn't pan out the way you kind of thought it would, it does disappoint you in some way. But that's fine, that's part of the job. Honestly, you're gonna have to put 100 songs for 5 songs to be successful. So
Oh, that's a high average.
yeah, I mean, honestly, not every song is a chartbuster, and not every
Yeah.
song is going to be the song. I mean, that's very rare, and even with the best of artists, that's extremely rare. But yeah, I mean, even in an album, if you see, a lot of people put out like 15 songs in an album, but like 3 or 4 are the ones that really do extremely well
Yeah,
from that.
that become popular.
Very
Yeah.
rarely the whole album is completely awesome, which I'm sure there are a lot of albums like that as well. But
So tell me a song that you love but that didn't work, but you are so proud of. You feel that it is an extraordinary song, even though it didn't work.
there's a song called Intizari from the movie Article 15. I don't know if you've heard that.
Oh, I have, and I love the movie also. Wow.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful song. It's not that it hasn't worked. I mean, honestly, it would be grave injustice to say that.
I think all your songs work so well. You're one of the most successful musicians of our generation at such a young age.
Thank you. I feel like that song deserved more than it got. It did get a
Okay.
lot of love.
You had
But
expectations.
not even expectations. I just feel like it's such a beautiful song. And the kind of songs that are getting popular in India are probably not on that level of that song. And I felt like
Oh.
I felt like this song was a classic song because it was, it's got, there's a lot of musicianship in it. Sometimes this is one line that, we always need to make sure that we are, we have to make sure that the song is commercial and also make sure that the song makes you and other musicians feel happy about what we've put out there.
That's a very tricky balance.
It's a tricky balance.
Whenever commercial aspects are involved. Yeah.
Exactly. And Intizari is a beautiful song, and I think it's got that commercial aspect to it. So which is why it was a little confusing to me that why it didn't work. But obviously, I feel like it worked. A lot of people tell me that's one of their favorite songs of mine from across the discography. So,
Then that's all that matters.
what probably you think hasn't worked is probably your best song for someone. So I would not want to like belittle any creation or any song, but I feel like that song needed much more love than it got.
We will go stream it now. Let's go. Which brings me to this. I really wanted to ask you this. This is one of your top tweets of all time from your Twitter handle and got a lot of support from your fans. You tweeted this: "The race for views, likes, and streams is killing the artist and the art. Yes, it's great to have good numbers, but it shouldn't be the only thing that matters. Wish people understood this." So, what is the context of this tweet? Why did you tweet this?
Because people believe that a song is successful only when it has crossed a certain number of views or has amassed a certain number of streams. This never happened a few years back, honestly.
True. I
People
agree.
heard a song for the song, and not a lot of fans and listeners were even aware of how much units have been sold or how many streams have happened. People used to just be like, wow, I love that song. That's such a beautiful song. And that's it.
True.
That's the only conversation. But today, people who are not from the music industry, that are fans and everyone who is, part of the music culture, they talk about streams and they talk about views. And it's become a sort of mindset that, if it doesn't hit these kind of check marks, the song doesn't do well, or it's not, or it flopped, or the artist flopped. I think that's very, very... it's limiting. It's limiting.
And it's unfair because it's not true at all.
It's unfair. It's sad. But honestly, that's the barometer for success today, which is so sad because everyone feels that if you have not crossed those views, your song has not done well and you are not a successful artist. And it's crazy that we are being compared because views are of a certain number or nature, and I don't think that's something that an artist should be defined by. Artist should be defined by what kind of creation he's putting out, what kind of music he's putting out. So that is where that tweet came from. Songs are getting popular on all these short video sites, and because the retention of the audience has become so small, people have to make catchy songs rather than making good songs. And the art is being killed. So,
Oh my God.
So you have to make sure that you make a song that within 15-30 seconds is capturing someone's attention. And that is the hardest thing to do. I think there's a reason for that. Some people are thinking the shorter the song, the more streams you'll get, which is what I'm saying. It's all interconnected. This is what the system has become. Fans, artists, all of them are in this world. And it's unfortunate. And the thing is, if you're not part of this world, you get left behind. So what do you even do? You
I
have
know,
to,
right?
like, it's crazy. I see, K-pop fans. I see Western music pop fans just talking about stream parties. My own fans talk about stream parties, and it's crazy that this never existed before. Telling people that, oh, because it has less views, it's not, it's not a good song, it's not successful. That is not the right way to look at things. And I think a lot of fans, a lot of people who listen to music now judge music dependent on these numbers. And
Yeah.
it's sad because a lot of good artists get are go unheard or unseen.
I'm just gonna add that the number of views doesn't mean it's that wide of an audience listening to the song. It can be the same number of people listening to it again and again, or it can.
I don't know what that number is. That number could constitute a variety of things. But the volume of that number should not, determine whether a song is good or not, or whether the artist is successful or not. An artist is successful if he has gained fans and has his own fandom. There could be less views and streams, but if he goes out to do a show, there'll be 1,000 people and 2,000 people coming to listen to him. That's successful.
That is successful. Yes. Very well said.
The term one hit wonder is precisely for that. When
Oh, what is that? I've never heard. What does that mean?
I mean, there are a lot of artists that have supremely massive songs, and then after that you don't hear about them or hear their songs. So those artists are called one hit wonders. And it's sad because honestly, I pray that it never happens at the start of your career. I hope that success happens somewhere in the middle, or probably, I mean, no one wants to wait so long for it to happen towards the end, but it's
True.
it's better that it happens a little later and not
Yeah.
right at the onset or with your debut song, because living up to a viral hit as your debut song is the hardest thing to do. There's so much happening. It's not just about music. I'm feeling breathless.
That's what I'm thinking. Like everything there's so many factors involved, and mentally, it's not easy to be in this industry.
And honestly, as an artist, you can feel so pressured to create music because you're not creating music, you're creating content.
Yeah, content.
We are not content creators, we're musicians. Yes, in a way we are content creators also, because we do create certain videos and images and visuals that help aid our music get popular. But essentially we are not, we are musicians, we are artists. We create art, and people tend to forget that. And we are, it's crazy how we have to churn out so much. We are not here making songs like machines.
So true.
I feel I'm going to do grave injustice to my health, and like
Really?
mental health. Na, you can't. How can you be forced? Because people say the more content you put out, the more you'll get traction and the more numbers. Which is why I kind of like wrote that tweet that the fact that we all are aiming for those numbers is not the right way of looking at doing music.
Not the correct motivation.
We should not. The motivation to make music should be music. That's it. So yeah, I mean, that's where that stemmed from, and I think a lot of people resonated with that. A lot of artists resonated with it, and I just hope that this this whole fad of thinking that higher the numbers, better the song, more popular the song or the artist is. I mean, I know it's a barometer of success today, and I just hope that it shouldn't limit the artist, or make any artist look low or small. That's it.
As long as I think talented people like you are vocal about it and get so much support when you say something like this in
I'm
public.
extremely vocal.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's what fans also like, because it's actually one of the most popular tweets from you, and in terms of the support that you got. So it's nice that people understand these things.
Yeah.
So thank you for being so bold and honest, and thank you for being on the show. It was lovely talking to you again. And it's a beautiful song that you've put out, and we're going to watch it again and again. I'm addicted to it. So I'm going to watch it again after this, and all the very best. I hope to see you again for your next release on the show.
Yes, I hope
thank
that
you for
we
joining
do
us.
an in-person interview next time we meet.
Yeah, COVID needs to go now. Okay. Thank you. Bye, and all the best.
Take care. Bye.
Take care.